All right, how's it going, folks? Just make sure my sound's working. Okay, it is. All right, super quick video. I wanted to talk about arranging your song. Now, if you listen to any song that you like, especially electronic music or hip hop beats or something like that, listen to any song that you like, and typically a song's structure kind of follows a plot diagram, right? You've probably learned about a plot diagram in English class. And if you'll remember, there's exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. Exposition we'd call the intro in music. Rising action would be when as more elements start to come into the song and the song gains energy. Climax would be when kind of everything's playing at once. Maybe it's the hook or the chorus of the song. Falling action would be as some elements start to fall off, and then outro would just be the very end of the song. Okay, this could possibly be called the outro as well. But so, some songs, depending on the structure, can have multiple rising action, climax, falling action moments before it gets to the end. But for us, we're just going to focus on one for today. We're just going to make a short song, probably about a minute long, is how long they typically turn out. So I've got my tracks here, and they're just all playing all together. So I don't want the whole thing to just play together. It doesn't get a sense of development like a plot does, right? It doesn't. There's no rising action there. The song doesn't build and get more and more kind of energetic over time. So we want to fix that. So the first thing that you got to do, here are the solo buttons over here. These buttons that look like headphones. You just want to click on a couple and decide, what do I want to come in first? Could just have the kick by itself, but that's really, really bare sounding. A lot of times my default might be maybe the piano and hi-hat by themselves, or maybe the bass and hi-hat by themselves. That might be nice. But I might want the bass to come in with the kick. So, don't mind my Zoom sounds. People are showing up for class in the morning. So, I'm gonna just, for the sake of brevity for this video, keeping the video short, I'm gonna just go with my first instinct and do grand piano and hi-hat. And then I will have maybe the snare come in second. And then finally the kick and bass will come in together, and I'll actually take the piano out probably at that point and just have the beat play by itself and then bring the piano back in. So how do I do that? Well, you can just split the clip. We've talked about splitting the clip before. Click on it, go to Edit, Split Region. You can also use Control E. I'm guessing E stands for Edit. So I'll probably take that out for maybe 2 and then bring it back in. And then let's do a very quick falling action. Let's get rid of the hi-hat first. Then rid of the snare, then rid of the kick. Let's see. We'll just see what happens. Let's play it. So this is arranging songs. All I did to drag the clips around was I just grabbed them right in the middle. You got to grab them where, make sure you don't click any buttons, anything on the edges. And by the way, I haven't pointed this out, but these white dots at the top, if you want to do a fade out, right, or a fade in, here's a fade in at the beginning. Let's try playing with that. I'm sure it won't sound great, but let me just show you what it does. And I could do the same thing with maybe like the kick at the end. All right, let's hear it. There we go, it's fading in. Yeah, not great. I would have to adjust that, but whatever. Also, in terms of mixing your song, here's the volume over here. I'm just playing around. So yeah, I would do a lot more adjusting to that, but that's good enough for now. This video's gone on long enough. The last thing I wanted to point out, I kind of glossed over this, but when you hit the solo button, just click it again to get rid of it. I have students a lot of times telling me, Mr. Clark, I don't hear anything. You probably left the solo button on, and sometimes they'll even leave it on an empty track. And so, of course, everything else is muted. These are the mute buttons here, meaning you can't hear them. That's what a mute button does, all right? So make sure you save your work when you're done arranging, and that's really all you got to do. Grab the track in the middle and drag it around. Have fun.